A day on the focus. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your daily dose of history. Today is April 22nd, and boy, do we have a packed schedule of historical happenings. Buckle up, Buttercup. First off, let's go way back to 1500, when Pedro Alvarez Cabral, that intrepid Portuguese fella, supposedly stumbled upon Brazil. Supposedly, because there's still debate about whether he was the first European to set foot there, but hey, he got the credit. Let's not get into a history debate here. Then, in 1519, Hernán Cortés, the name itself sounds like a villain in a historical drama, sets up shop in Veracruz, Mexico. Talk about a power move. You know, it was not an easy power move, but still, it was a move nonetheless. Fast forward to 1864. And the U.S. Congress decides to put "In God We Trust" on our coins. Seems pretty straightforward, but it actually took a while to become the standard we know today. Baseball fans, rejoice! 1876 marks the first ever National League game in Philadelphia. Think about that. Who were the starting lineups? Where did they eat lunch? So many questions. And speaking of land grabs, 1889 saw the Oklahoma land rush. Thousands of people rushing to claim land, creating Oklahoma City and Guthrie practically overnight. Total chaos, but also the birth of a state. Let's hop over to World War I in 1915. Poison gas. Seriously? Not exactly a fun day. This wasn't a movie, my friends. Then, we have 1970 Earth Day a day to appreciate the planet. Now you know what to celebrate if it's your birthday. And finally, let's end with a bit of a lighter note. 1969, Sir Robin Knox Johnston completes the first solo, non-stop circumnavigation of the world. Talk about a hardcore sailing trip. This guy had serious dedication, and perhaps way too much free time. Wow, that was a lot, right? A whirlwind tour through time. Now for a little creative story connecting some of today's events. Imagine a time traveler. Let's call her Amelia, who lands smack dab in the middle of the Oklahoma land rush in 1889. She's clutching a battered copy of a book about the history of the Earth and the importance of keeping the Earth clean. She witnesses the frantic scramble for land, the dust swirling, the excitement, the sheer pandemonium. But in the midst of it all, she sees a vision of future where the thoughtless exploitation of resources had devastating consequences, a planet choked by pollution. This fuels her passion for educating the people around her about the need to protect the environment. She attempts to pass on her knowledge, using her anachronistic words to warn them, but only a few listened, since she didn't speak their language at first. The vision of this day fuels her next stop. She travels back to 1970 to join the first Earth Day celebration, carrying a message of responsibility, a message that resonates across time. She blends in with the crowd, helping to clean up, feeling a little more hope in this particular timeline. So maybe the Oklahoma land rush was a bit chaotic, but it's just another step in the long and sometimes chaotic journey of human history, a journey that ultimately leads to this really important Earth Day message. A message that reminds us, no matter what era we find ourselves in, to take care of the one planet we've got. And that's it for today's A Day on the Focus. Join me tomorrow for more historical adventures. Until then, stay curious.